We've been playing why will they or why won't they all show long, and now we're getting to teams to win a playoff game. And I picked two teams that have playoff aspirations, but it has been a while since they've won a playoff game. New England Patriots have not won since 2018. Crazy to think about, given how, 2002 through 2018 went, but have not won a playoff game since 2018. And the Atlanta Falcons, it's even been longer than that. 2017 was the last time they won a playoff game. So why is this year going to be different for the New England Patriots, Kyle?
Well, for the New England Patriots, they've got a brand new coach, a brand new culture. And I've been in a locker room where you get a brand new coach, he wins coach of the year, and you go on a run, the likes that you've never been on before as a football player. The influx of talent, toughness, and smarts into New England this offseason just really makes me feel comfortable saying that they are going to be in pretty much every football game with a chance to win. And if you get into playoff football, that's where the quarterbacks really come into play. And when you got a guy like Drake May, you can scheme all you want. But at the end of the day, the dude likes to run. He likes to put his shoulder down. There's another quarterback in the AFC that we like to watch play who does sort of a similar thing. That's what we like to call an X factor in the business. Okay, having a guy like Drake May, just a big physical specimen. I love this Pats team. They believe in him, and I'm a huge Mike Vrabel believer and supporter. This group will be ready to roll.
Yeah, you said they have a bunch of new stuff. This is truly just like a new team. It's as close to a new team as I can remember since I started doing this way back in like 2012. They have, given what's on their roster right now, as their depth charts penciled in, 12 new starters from a year ago. 12 new people who were not on their team are now starting for this team. Obviously, a new head coach. And that doesn't even include the quarterback position, where the year 1 to 2 leap at quarterback is often said to be like the biggest leap, where that's almost like a new quarterback in and of itself, going from your rookie year to your second year. So all of those things, you combine that with then one of the three easiest schedules in the NFL, at least on paper, with last year's records. And in my eyes, it is still an easy schedule given what they have. All that's pointing to at least making the playoffs in my eyes. I think this is going to be a playoff team this year. It just, they've added so much talent, and they have that guy at quarterback. They have that guy now at head coach. I think they do that. But why they can win a playoff game is because of Drake May. Like, let's just be real. It is because you have a guy who is a real deal playmaker. And I think the thing that gets lost when you see a lot of his highlights is he is so mobile and uses it at such a high, like it's not his first option, it's not his second option, but if you give him a crease, if that is all of a sudden turns into the best option for him on the play, you better watch out. The guy is dynamic as a runner. So all that put together, I do think now with a completely new offensive line from a completely new receiving core, there's a lot of reasons to think that this team could not only be a playoff team, they could realistically challenge the Buffalo Bills for the AFC East crown.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Write it down.
I may have
Put
gone crazy there.
bold print. Okay. Send Mike, blink twice. Like hard blinks if you're in trouble, if you need me to help you. No, seriously, that
Bill
this is what
Simmons is off
happens
camera right now.
when you romanticize the quarterback position like you and I do. Anything's possible. And if you close your eyes hard enough and think hard enough, you can vision in your mind's eye a guy like Drake May getting a playoff win on the backs of his legs. Okay, the guy's a freak show. And the other team you were talking about, the Atlanta Falcons. And for a lot of the similar reasons that we're talking about that second year jump for Drake May, I have the same confidence in Michael Penix Jr. Not many players in the country who have more experience at the quarterback position than Michael Penix. I think he throws a beautiful ball. And then guys like Drake London, you can see him there on the screen. I talk about the receiver position like basketball teams. You want kind of one of every body type, one of can do anything. You need a Ray Allen shooting in the corner. You need a 6'10" guy that can shoot the elbow jumper, maybe slash and drive. You got the Drake London big body type, Mooney's getting deep down in the third level. But it's Kyle Pitts that is going to be the thing that ties this whole dish together. And I love that Michael Penix Jr. started the training camp media session with, yeah, Pitts is going to get the ball a lot more this year. And he kind of laughed at the media who has been kind of clowning Kyle Pitts for his lack of production. Well, this is where the rubber has to meet the road. It's a contract year, I believe, Mike Renner for Kyle Pitts. And this Falcons offense is going to roll. This is one of those teams that you play with on Madden because there's so many options. The running back, the quarterback can throw it. He's a lefty. Okay, we're going naked left now, baby. We're not going naked right anymore like those other vanilla idiots, the right-handers. We're going the proper way, the southpaw way.
There's a lot to unpack here with the Falcons. And I love that you brought up Kyle Pitts because I think that's at the heart of why I'm so excited about this Falcons team. And it's this knock-on effect of going from Kirk Cousins to Michael Penix. If you watch this Falcons offense and you watch what Zach Robinson does, they were one of the purest stretch zone running teams in the NFL. Outside zone action. What do you have to do off of outside zone action, Kyle? What's the one
Uh,
thing you got to do?
well, you got to move guys off the ball. That's for sure.
And when you move guys off the ball, you displace linebackers and you get open windows down the field. That's the biggest thing. Kirk Cousins could not attack down the field last year. He could dink and dunk still like the Kirk of old. He could not go off that boot action and then hit the deep post. It just wasn't an option.
They knew it wasn't coming. They knew it wasn't coming. Like I mean, look, if you've got a statue back there and we're running the ball all game, their defensive coordinator saying, "I don't care if he boots. I don't care if Peyton boots left." That's why there's that famous clip of Peyton running to nobody in the corner of the end zone because people just don't respect that in the NFL. With Kirk, they didn't. With Michael Penix Jr., there's just enough there you can make those plays happen.
You got to respect it. He has speed. He's not a runner, but he has speed and he has a cannon for an arm. When he came into the game last year, when he came in and ran that offense, his average depth of target was over 2.5 yards deeper than Kirk Cousins. And what does Kyle Pitts do well? That's what to tie a bow back to that. He runs a 4.4. The guy can fly down the football field. He has clunky feet. He is not your underneath route runner. He's not Jason Witten. He is more of a downfield vertical threat. He is a guy that if he is one-on-one against a linebacker on a deep over, on a deep cross, he's running away from them. They did not have those in the playbook because Kirk Cousins couldn't hit those in the playbook. Well, guess what? Those are back in the playbook, and Kyle Pitts is a dangerous weapon on those. So for all that, like the offense just works now. Michael Penix doesn't have to be an elite quarterback. Everything else just works when you have a guy who's as aggressive as he is with his kind of arm talent. That's why it made sense for them to. That's why they went ahead and drafted him 8th overall when everyone's like, is he worth that? For this offense, Michael Penix is worth it. So that's why they will. Why they won't, though, it takes one look at this defensive line. Everyone's been talking about the exterior, and they may get more pressure on opposing teams this year. But I don't know if they stop the run still. This defensive interior is still weak. They need Rook Orororo, your DT they drafted in the second round last year, to step his game up, to truly be a player, because he was not a season ago. But if he's not, if he doesn't make a leap, they are not going to be able to stop the run. Because the guys they brought in, James Pierce, Jalen Walker, they can rush the passer. They're 240 pounds. They are not run stoppers. This could be a weak front seven, and they might just get rolled on when you talk about teams like the Philadelphia Eagles coming to town. We talk about teams like the Washington Commanders, who you're going to face in the playoffs. Because again, this is, will they win a playoff game? A lot of the teams they're going to face, Detroit Lions, Green Bay Packers, these teams can run the rock. I don't trust the Falcons to stop the run right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know who likes Michael Penix Jr. is those two rushers that they brought in because they understand that in order for them to do their
Leads.
job, Michael Penix has to have that lead so they can pin their ears back and go get their sacks, go get their money. And they also have the benefit of playing on turf, playing indoors. As an offensive lineman, two things I don't want to hear are turf and dome because those guys get even quicker. And 240 looks like 210 for an offensive tackle or an offensive guard. So let's hope that this offense can hold up their end of the bargain and allow those edge rushers to do what they got to do. Because to your point, if you're getting run on, if you're getting pushed in the whole game, ain't nothing you can do about it but watch, buddy. Go have a beer and just watch your season fall apart.